Ladies and gentlemen, Björk. Hello, Björk, how are you? You look wonderful. Come and sit down. And you brought some bells over for us. These are lovely. Are these for me to keep?
Go on then.
Oh, that's very kind. The bell ringers are going to be really off with the other one, aren't they? How lovely to have you on the show. It's so lovely to see you again. Thank you for coming on the programme.
Thank you very much.
You look wonderful as always.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, let's just establish, I'm sure most people are aware, you are from Iceland originally.
Yep.
You are Icelandic.
Yep.
I always get a little bit confused.
Yep.
Is that where the Eskimos live in Iceland?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Okay.
I've been asked and done some research and double-checked many times.
But you know what's the odd is I was under the impression, and obviously incorrectly, that just about all people from Iceland looked kind of like Annika Rice. Kind of like blonde and blue eyes and...
They sort of do, actually. I'm the odd one out.
You're the Eskimo.
Yes.
Now, the music we just heard is from your new album, which is called Medulla.
Yeah.
And now, what does that mean? What's that word mean?
Well, I did try to find sort of an international neutral word. I'm not sure how well I succeeded, but medulla is like medical. It's from like Latin.
Right.
And it means marrow, as in bone marrow.
So the bone that we all have inside us.
Or brain marrow, or kidney marrow, or any marrow.
Any marrow, but not the marrows that grow in the garden?
Yes, too.
The same marrow?
Plant marrow.
Any marrow?
Yep.
OK. That's lovely. Why did you call it marrow? I'm still not... It's a lovely name for
Yeah,
an album, and indeed a child.
Yeah. Marrow Jane.
That's what it's like. And on the album, it's just your voice and bells as well.
They're actually just on the single, because after doing a whole album of just vocals, I had an affair with a bell choir. Oh, yeah. So this is a bit different.
I don't blame you. So now why did you want to do that? Why not work with a band? Why do something which you just voice alone?
Well, actually, I was in Greece for a week to do the Olympics, and then I had a 2-day holiday afterwards and went to this tiny island, and they had like a Virgin Mary festival or something, and they were playing those Greek Orthodox people. They really had got their church bells sorted out.
They love a bell.
Yeah.
They're like bell crazy.
Yeah, and they not just do they do like whole songs and orchestrated numbers. So I kind of got a bit carried away, really.
It's a lovely sound, isn't it? And your voice, of course, is so pure and so different. I guess it complements it nicely.
Oh, thank you.
You mentioned the Olympics, and I saw you in the Olympics. It was the opening ceremony, wasn't it? Which was spectacular. In particular, the outfit you were wearing for that was quite something. It was just enormous, wasn't it? How big was that gown?
I'm not sure. I think somebody said it was 700 meters of fabric.
But your clothes, generally, you're known. I mean, I was talking to Graham about his dress sense, but sartorially, you've had quite some adventures, haven't you, over the years? And
yeah, I get easily bored, you know.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you made a mistake? I mean, for example, with that dress, I love that dress. You look like a Christmas decoration.
Yeah, I really like that dress, actually.
That's a great dress. Do you still have that?
I think so, yeah. It actually wraps up really easily. You just look close up.
Boom, yeah. What about the famous swan outfit that you wore to the Oscars? Now, you got a lot of flack for that, didn't you? A lot of people were saying this is, you know, a weird look and a strange way to dress. Yeah,
I guess so, sort of on purpose, obviously. I wasn't really making a bit of effort of fitting in, was I?
No, no. You're not blending with the crowd there.
I had 6 eggs hidden underneath so I could pop them accidentally on the red carpet.
Of course.
Even though I was that theatrical, I felt everything else was like 10 times more theatrical, to be honest. I felt
really?
I was the dressed down person, actually.
Even though you were laying eggs?
Well, that was just my opinion.
Yeah. Did you dress kind of like strangely as a child? Were you kind of not showing off, but were you someone who liked to draw attention to themselves?
Yeah, I think I was a bit born
Look at that. Look how big. See, if that's not a bloody Eskimo, I don't know what is. Look at there. Even the background, it's like the back of an igloo. What a beautiful little baby.
Oh, thank you.
I went through Iceland very briefly once. I was going to Finland.
Okay.
For other reasons. I stayed there for one evening. I was slightly surprised and a little frightened by the amount of alcohol that seemed to be consumed there. I mean, people in those parts of the world, those countries, really do seem to drink.
I think it's a Nordic thing, actually. You make you hit it yourself as hard as the wind or something.
Right.
I prefer it that way. You drink a lot and then you don't drink that often, you know?
So you drink a lot occasionally. Binge drinking?
You like, yeah.
Doesn't sound as romantic when we say binge drinking as opposed to the lovely Icelandic phrase you use there.
You just have like a roller coaster ride, you know, and then you don't drink for a week or two.
What do you drink? What's your... yeah, give yourself a nice long break. Maybe 8 days. What do you drink? What's your drink of choice?
It sort of varies. I remember drinking absinthe.
Yeah, and that's a crazy drink. That makes you go nuts, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was walking through windows, you know. It's not good for you. Makes you violent, actually.
Right.
Pernod was good.
Pernod's a crazy drink, isn't it?
That's a good one, really.
When I was a kid, when I used to drink, I had some Pernod once, passed out.
Yeah.
Woke up, my trousers were on backwards. Ever happened to you?
Nope.
Well, hang around. Do you still have puffins in Iceland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons.
Is it true that if a young man wants to show his interest in a young lady, he should give her a puffin?
I appreciate your creativity. You're adding a bit to Iceland's mythology there.
I heard that if a young man wants to... Well, I don't know I heard this. I'll tell you where I heard this from. You told me this years ago. That I have a puffin.
Oh.
Hello, puffin.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, this was once a live puffin, ladies and gentlemen. I hasten to add, we didn't kill him for the show, he was dead already. I bet he never thought, when he was alive, climbing up the cliffs in Puffin Island,
Yeah.
he would one day be stuffed and presented to Björk on a top-rating talk show.
Oh.
Isn't that incredible?
It's a nice one.
Who's to imagine that maybe in another dimension, where puffins rule the planet, there might be a small version of me, stuffed and being given by a giant puffin to a puffin lady. You can have that if you want.
Yeah, why not?
It's one lucky puffin. Hey, it's lovely to spend some time with you.
Okay.
As always, good luck with the album. It really is, you know, it's an exceptional piece of work.
Thank you.
I love your stuff. It always surprises and delights me. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Björk. Thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.